Hi there, I'm Bonnie Serratore, Spiritual Acceleration. I'm actually here to remind people and even tell people about the upcoming program, Know Thyself, this Saturday. This is one of the best programs I feel in the world. And why do I feel that way? Because over the course of my life, and I've been teaching and working at this level for 38 years, but earlier in my life, in that seeking place, seeking to be free, seeking to be liberated, seeking to be, done with all the mind thoughts, the mind train, the suffering, that we all have. And in the many places I've been, like I've in Israel, I've been to Israel and being downloaded, shown things, coming direct from the light, also from the being known as Jesus, and then just being in different places in the world and the different types of things I've done, and expanding my awarenesses, connecting with the all that is, having memories of teachings and lifetimes of higher level knowledge and wisdom. So it was over the course of all these years of understanding and also teaching Know Thyself. I started teaching that in 2012 and bringing in information and helping people to change their lives, become empowered. And the things that I learned, I've put it all together, so to speak, in the Know Thyself. So it's a 10-month program now. And each month we're going to go into a particular topic. For example, I believe the first one's like reactions. Okay, everyone has reactions, right? We all have reactions to everything. But what you don't know is that those reactions are only happening because you got an angst within that's coming actually from the past lives, and compounded by this lifetime. But that's what's getting activated when you have a reaction. Okay, so you're going to learn about reactions, and the cool thing about learning about reactions is you start to discover that, wow, you become empowered to heal yourself. Okay, you don't have to always be going to get help. You learn how to do your own inner work by using reactions, by using your life and the experiences that you've drawn to you. And in those reactive states, it's like you discover and learn how to track back in rather than making it about out there. So it changes your feelings of being victimized, okay? Because the truth is there are no victims. We've all agreed to have experiences where we've also have come because we're fulfilling our karmic debts, all the karma we've got going. So there's lots of reasons why we keep going, but it's time to end all of our, all this karma stuff. It's time to end the battles with one another. Okay, we're stepping in a new paradigm. New paradigm is happening. So in each chapter, in each class, a different topic, of course. One of them is the blame game, which I really love, and the isness as it is. But what it's really about, people, it's about helping you to realize who you really are, okay, and really getting that you create your life, and there's a way to create it differently. There's a way to heal. There's a way to become non-attached. You all know, attachment brings suffering. You know all that, and it does. Okay, but I'm talking about attachments, simple things like, for women, you're cooking someone in the kitchen and someone's doing it differently than you do, and you get all butthurt because they're not doing it like you're doing it. You get angry and upset. Okay, what if you weren't having those kind of reactions anymore? Okay, or taking things personally. Someone says something and you take it in, and as though they're talking about you, making it about you, and they're not. So it's like you're starting to learn about your own inner world and how you operate and how you got to that place of operating in the way that you do. Okay, so you're learning about energy and about choices you've made and agreements and contracts you've made, and that you're playing out past lives in order to heal, and that there's ways to wake up and become accountable and responsible and take charge of your life. So many, many, many benefits of Know Thyself. It's like once you understand, whoa, I'm creating my reality. Oh yeah, this is, and then you start to learn too about every time you feel stuff, like you'll be able to be aware of your own self, aware of your body, aware of how it's talking to you. There's always messages. There's always, there's always something happening. The body's telling you things. Okay. And, I always listen to the body, can feel stuff, and I pay attention, and things unravel much more kindly and better when I'm paying attention. So it will change your relationships. People that, marriages and things are not working. It's like you learn how to be in a relationship in a much different way. And it's about opening your heart to loving yourself, loving others. I mean, for me, it's all about unconditional love. I really have unconditional love for everyone than to have a closed heart, or I'm judging, fault finding. Okay. That's another thing. You start finding yourself, whoa, there's more acceptance. You feel more peaceful. You feel more relaxed. There's more happiness. There's more joy. And that when you're judging others, that doesn't really feel good. It creates angst in the body. So you'll find yourself being less judgmental. Sometimes we let go completely of judging others. Part of our journey here on planet Earth is sharing the gift of who we are, fully expressing ourselves with our hearts wide open, open with unconditional love. And we can never do that. We'll never obtain that level of mastery, of openness, if we're going to hang on to misperceptions and beliefs and conclusions and all of our wounding that we think is who we are, that we identify with. Okay, so you'll be learning about your false self, the ego, and dissolving the ego and becoming more and more authentically, truly who you are. We're all here really to share the gift of ourselves. That's it. We all want to feel who everyone is. I want the real you to show up. That's what we really want. When we don't feel that, then we have angst, we get upset, we get angry, but we're not knowing why, but we're having these reactions. And when we stop doing that, it's like everything changes. Our relationships get even better, more open, more loving. There's more connection. Money, finances, you start getting that because you start to discover that you're the one doing it. You're the one creating it. And we create everything from the subconscious. So if you've got beliefs in there, guess what's going to happen? Those beliefs are going to win, right? So money, stuff, things start to open up for you. You'll discover your own blockages about receiving. Okay, if we can't receive, someone can't pay a compliment, someone wants to give you something. If you can't receive, why would you think that money's going to come to you? That's a duh, right? So you're going to learn about that kind of stuff. Okay, how do you start receiving? What are the blocks in receiving? And not just all that, but relationships on all levels. With your own children, with your sibling, whoever you have a relationship with, your husband, your wife, your partner, whoever. Those relationships just get better and better. Or you discover, this isn't working. And it's good now because we can be done. Okay. So what happens is that the truth of you, the truth of your life, the truth of you, what you desire, what you want, what you hope for, begins to come into fruition. And it's all because you're waking up to places you've been asleep your entire life, not just your entire life. How about all lifetimes on some level asleep? Okay. So it's like waking up. It's like coming out of a fog. It's like, whoa, it's like, and you start to experience having fun being here, liking being here, loving being here. It's kind of a mystical place here, planet Earth, and there's so much to see and do here. So many visuals and energy frequencies, take forever, not forever, but take a long time to experience it all. But that feeling of liking to be here, wanting to be here. Oh, all righty. Hang on a second. I'm going to bring Marit in. Hey.
Hi there.
Marit. Awesome. So people, I wanted to, Marit's been someone that she's been around with me for a bit, many years. And she's someone who has taken the Know Thyself program. And, sometimes it's nice to hear what it's like for people on the other end, the students, rather than from me. So Marit, I'm just sharing some of the benefits and, the stuff that happens in the program. And yeah, you might be frozen. Go ahead, talk. Let me see. You might be frozen. You're not moving. There you are. Okay. There we go. Good. There you go. So Marit, in your experience, I mean, did it wake you? Did taking know thyself help wake you up to things that you had no clue about?
Is that a necessary question? Well, I bet you've said a lot already. Yeah, it's the unconscious things, bumping against the wall, not knowing the patterns that are uh, stopping or disturbing a happy process. What is keeping the joy from coming, or just coming out from where I am? Where is the love within that everybody is talking about, the happiness? So it's been a long journey, even before I met you. But I
Yes.
found you through a friend's web page, and it's been a rough road with you too, because you pinpoint what the issues are, which is very good for me. I'm very happy that I have to work with myself. I am very good at procrastinating, I say, but going through it and getting help, being met each time you go through and talk to each one of us, and what are our issues, struggling according to what's the topic of that month, which is what I love to do, because then I get the personal connection, and you get to help me, and the others we support each other, which is the good thing. So mostly finding what is stopping the happy process, and all the good things that I know are there, and the blocks that we need to look at, and also the paperwork, seeing it in writing is good, and connecting with the other people in a group on a 2-to-2 basis, and being able to connect and talk together, and just have a partner. I mean, I live in a totally different country, Norway, far away from you guys, and just feeling the not being alone.
Yeah, right.
And you can hear my voice is just starting to cry again, because that's really being alone, traveling alone, being different. Other people don't understand what it's about, and I don't dare to say anything, and actually the whole thing is about the patterns, and finding myself on a deeper level, and being free, or more free, step by step.
Yeah. I mean, I've known you for a while, and just to witness your devotion, truly, Marit, I just really remember, I've even said to you many times how committed you are, and that's what it takes. That's what it takes. There's that commitment. And you just kept showing up always, And I remember so many different things that you'd come up against, and then we did a lot of different things happen through Know Thyself. Lots of breakthroughs happened, and I'm remembering some of those experiences too, like that part where you always felt really alone, and that little girl, that little rebel, and things like aspects of.
And even this week, going through the work again, and my process has been a lot about finding home. And actually, it is finding home within myself, because I've been out here, I've been up in my head, and also I've been struggling with health issues, which has made it hard to find a proper home to stay in, and having to move a lot. But I see that I react a lot to injustice, and being looked upon as someone strange, and somebody ruling over me, and not being in the neutral phase that makes it possible for me to react in a positive way, and have no charges or go bananas, because here it goes again. So this came up this week again, and oh no, not another one. and then I say, I have to go through this. I have to face it, because this is some of me, and I don't like that anymore. I don't like this one being the one part of me being angry and not feeling treated well, because I know it's my reaction, stronger and stronger, that comes to it. It's my reaction, and it's me that's suffering from that. So the more I can be neutral and love myself, which I haven't really done. And that's part of, going through the program and facing what is there. And of course, there's a lot coming up because I go through the program. I do want to be free. I do want to go through the work most of the time. Sometimes I don't want to.
Yeah, same here. Okay,
Yeah.
just to be clear here.
Yeah. And I've been out today in nature. So I just got in the door, and it's beautiful. I connect to nature in a much better way. And people are more open now. These people in this group that I was with,
You're open.
talking about things you couldn't talk about just a year ago. And I thought, other people are listening. What are you guys talking about? And it's a totally different world. Things are changing fast now.
That's your changes, girl.
Yeah. But still good things are happening.
Yeah.
Around.
And I think too, for people, like the teachings, they're kind of simple, but yet they're the absolute truth of teachings. You know what I mean? Like what will really help us to really help ourselves and become aware. It's like the teachings themselves wake people up to things that most people don't have a clue about. You know what I mean? Where a lot of people like continue like blaming others or not reactions, and still pointing the finger. You're doing this to me, and all of that stuff. And so those things start to shift and change as well. And it seems to me like it would be more empowering. I feel like I have more, not control, but I feel like I'm more in my life, rather than thinking I'm being whipped around and victimized.
Definitely, and I've been feeling a lot of fatigue and being tired, and suddenly when these things happened this week, I got aware of my patterns. There's no wonder. From one of the reasons that I've been extremely tired is because I've been going around like this, spinning again, the same thoughts, the same feelings, spinning in my head.
Right.
And when I kind of, oh no, I get it, but things. I need to change it, and it's changing. The awareness is changing. Also, that's the first step.
Right. Rather than that automatic, you catch it, or even when you're in it, you catch it, and then you can decide don't even keep going in that direction. Yeah. I mean, it is. It's like we're so programmed. You know what I mean? Where it's like we have all our reactive states and ways of being and who we think we are, and then we start waking up, and then also in the waking up there is healing taking place. There is clearing of the subconscious and the deeper wounded places, and there is that waking up that happens. And then, like, I know even in my life, it's like trips me out because I just had some other new stuff, not new, but it's like what, and deeper layers of something coming up and letting it come through, and then being shifted again, and heart's more open, more in my body. I mean, I've had, Marit, I think I don't know if I shared you guys with it when the Know Thyself, but that one of the big shifts after the whole thing, remember I was going through all that meaningless and pointlessness of life for like 15 months. Coming through that, I had another shift, but I was more in my body to the point to where I'm watching things I'd seen before, like on a Netflix or something. And it was like, whoa, now I see it. Now I get it. You know what I mean? It's such a trip. It's just such a trip.
Quite a trip.
Yeah, right? You
But sometimes I don't know what really happened these last years, because I'm changed, but I don't have to go back and see what changed. It's just feeling it much more at ease, more present, and knowing that things are changing, and just finding the patterns and being able to have tools to work with them and have assistance, like you being in the group and going through each one of us is like a personal session in a way, which is great. And I'm being seen, and because you can see a bit what's going on and work with it, it helps, lift even higher the work I'm doing and with the partner in this Know Thyself.
Yeah. I mean, you've done lots of things. I know you've done lots of things, and Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me personally, I feel like this is like a really vitally important program for people, anybody who's seeking, on a
Mm,
path of seeking their own,
mm,
in their suffering or liberation or whatever. And
mm.
I just feel like, yeah, this is it for me.
Yeah, jump
So,
on, anyone. It's it's you what is there a saying, you don't know what you're missing? Yeah. If you don't do it.
yeah,
Yeah. So try it and
right.
it
Yeah,
works. Yeah, but you have to be willing
yeah,
to
it
do the
does.
work and to set aside time.
Hmm.
And for the first
Yep.
time, the subconscious, when I wake up in the morning, sometimes, it's all those spinning thoughts. And I do play recordings or the clearings that you have and other stuff at night. But this last time, the last Know Thyself, I played the actual 3 hours at night because I fell asleep. Remember the two last
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
times
That's
when
right.
we did
That's right. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
just
yeah,
knew,
yeah.
it works in subconsciously too. So I do
Oh,
that with
yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
things because I don't have the
Yes.
time in daytime. So I
Right.
let it go in by night.
You just let it go into the subconscious. Yes. Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
I
know
remember.
it
I
works.
remember.
I don't feel it always, but I know it works. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Mm.
yes,
Mm.
yeah, yeah. It's just been such a journey. So, just witnessing you and all the stuff and the cool stuff, and you've witnessed me as well. We've known each
Yes.
other for years, and the expansion that's happening and keeps happening, and it's really exciting. I just feel really glad to know you, Marit, and I'm just so happy that you. I
Mm.
mean, I swear, you just never gave up. It's like you just kept showing
Uh,
up, and
I'm
yeah.
stubborn. And it's great. And it's also great because there are many teachers, but you are a living teacher. You do your work all the time, and you face it when something comes to you.
Mhm.
It's not
Yep.
just theory or you read from a book, or just tell us how to do it. You live it. And of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
and when you share, we know that you are not just, they're not just words to you. They work. And
Mhm.
I'm so glad that you have been doing your work because that releases a lot for the rest of us.
Yes. I mean, how can I mean, it's like I do, Marin. I've always done it. Like you said, now I didn't always want to do things. I didn't always want to face it, but it's like, ugh, all righty
Yeah.
then, it's like, yeah. And then also another big pieces that happened for me through this last time, this journey that I've shared with you, um, is that the surrender. I remember, okay, I have to say this. Remember the class on resistance? Remember the class about resistance? So I'm so Maria,
Yes, that's me.
you remember that one?
Um,
So yeah, that was intense, wasn't it? I mean, people were like,
mm,
it was like very intense. But the
mm,
resistance thing, even here I am teaching the class, I'm going, oh, I'm talking to me. And then I really woke up to like little things like I don't want to do the dishes. I got and then the softening. But it
mm,
led me down to the major surrender to bigger things that are happening or not happening in my
mm,
life that I wanted or thought I wanted. And all, it's like the resistance and the surrendering. It's just like something shifted in me like drastically in that surrender. And it's like,
mm,
it's like I don't have anything like I got to do something or save something or whatever. It's like the divine plan unfolded and I've surrendered to it. So it's
mm.
pretty awesome.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a journey. Mhm.
Yeah. So we all, it's like if we're alive, we're still expanding and growing. That's it.
That's
You know,
it.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just letting people know if anybody wants to take advantage, because we're doing this live thing. We're continuing to just allow for the people to get a discount for the Know Thyself if they want to take advantage. I'm going to go ahead and post it here again. And yeah, so if it speaks to you, you'll be there. It's true. So
Mm.
yeah. All right. Well, Marit, thank you so much. And I just want to say, hope to see people there because it's life changing. It's waking up. responsibility,
Mm.
and yeah, and you expand and you grow and you become more of who you really are.
Yes, I'm very grateful. So thank you from me to you.
Thank you, Marit, girl. Thank you, sweetie. All right, everyone. Till next time.